In this video, I'm going to talk about the patterns of behavior that you have in your business. Hi there, Mats Renström here, Shaper of Business Excellence. Welcome back to this video series where I go through the business excellence components and the relationship between them. And that is important for you because when you have understood them all and worked with them all, you will be on a good way towards business excellence. You will have a much more productive, efficient, fulfilling business organization that you will work with. So far we worked with, or I talked about, these different green components. Up here, the management components, basic components. And here we talked about the business-based model, the business idea, the vision, the goals and measurement and so on. And for this video I will focus on strategy. And why is that important? Strategy is a pattern of behavior. That's where we said that, this is the way we're going to do things. In the earlier videos I talked about this is where we want to be. This is our business idea and this is the vision, and here we have the goals that we want to reach and so on. But now it's time for, how are we actually going to do this? How should we react to things going on in the world around us and what's going on? And this is vital for us then later on to designing the processes that is going to take care of creation of the value. So here we are on a higher level still, but we're talking about the behavior, the patterns, the things that we say that this is the way we're going to do it. For example, we're going to have this and this strategic partners within our business because we're not going to do this ourselves, because we need to have partners because they do it so much better. And here we have another strategy that says that we are going to do this by ourselves. We need this competence because this is core for our business. So these are the level of talk that we have when we talk about the strategies. And I see a lot of organizations, they don't really have a strategy. If they have, which some have, but they're not aligned within the strategy. So one department have one strategy and the other department has another strategy, and they're not aligned to each other, which means that they don't get the power of having two then or the similar strategy showing you the way where you're doing things and how you're going to do it, because that's what we're talking about now, but still on the higher level. But if you're not aligned, someone is having a strategy that is actually pushing us this way and another one has a strategy that is pushing us that way, which means that we're not really moving. We don't have the power of moving in the one direction. So with everything said in the previous videos about this vision and so on, strategy, goals, and need to measure, now we need this strategy as well aligned, so we need to go in the one way. So all this confusion that we have is that within organizations is part of that we don't really understand what strategies do we have. And if we don't have any at all, it's down to on the individual level where someone have a strategy to, this is my strategy and that is your strategy. But we should work together because that's why we have a company or an organization working with something together. So what you need to do is to break down everything that we talked about earlier. You have taken it, you have the goals, the strategic goals, you have the measurement of those, you have the critical success factors as well, and so on. And now you need to understand what you need to do in order to reach towards those goals. What's your strategy? Not the tactics, because tactics is deeper down. That's how you draw or design your processes. Strategy is higher up, where you talk more broadly. Like I said before, this is where we have a partner because they're so good at this, so we talk with them. And here we have another partner because they're so good at this. Or no, we need to do everything by ourselves because we need to make sure that we take care of the customers' wants and needs in a good way. So that is what you need to do. You need to go into and find these strategies, and you need to find them out of the strategy goals that you have, the vision that you have, and list them down. This is what's important for our business to be able to excel. I will take this further down into and talk about it when we come down to the processes, but that's for an upcoming video. Do you feel that you have strategies in your business? And in that case, how do they look? Are you satisfied with them? Don't go in and leave a comment about the details of your strategy, because those are yours. But are you happy with them? Do you feel that, yeah, we have strategies and we rely on them, they're good? If you like to have a free poster like this one or this one, downloadable, click the link below and you can go over to a page where you can for free download this, and you can then follow along in my videos much better. So with that said, let's go and shape our business for excellence.